Hello, my friends. Welcome to my channel. This is Shara, and I am just going to be continuing in Magical Jungle by Joanna Basford. Hi, Tracy. Thank you for coming in. How is the picture and the sound? I'm streaming from a different device this time. I'm using an Android phone that I have, and I don't know if the quality is going to be the same as my, I'm sorry, I'm shaking it a little bit. Oh, the quality is going to be the same as my iPhone. I think that cord's going to show a little bit. Thank you. Yeah, this is the one that I took the color scheme from Julie's Passion for Coloring. So let me put it down a little bit. Whoa! Hold on. Okay. I think that's good. So how are you today, my dear? I appreciate you coming in. Yeah, I wish I could hide this cord. I don't like it showing. I'm so picky. But the phone was... I've had a hard time getting on, trying to figure out how to use Streamlabs on an Android instead of my iPhone. And there, I think I got that out of the way. Oh, well, it might fall again, but all right. Well, I'll go ahead and start coloring. Hopefully some more people come in. If not, it'll just be you and I, and that's fine by me. I watched your video about your 6-color challenge, and I think I'm going to take you up on that. I'll do it in pencils. I have all of my budget pencils separated out by color in trays, in you know, cups. I have like 9 different cups, so I can stand at the front of that and just close my eyes and reach down and grab the first pencil I touch. So I think I'll do that challenge. I just have to find what picture I want to do. Oh, you know what? No, Tracy, I thought you did. Oh, well then oh, you know what? I think it's Tammy. It was another T. I am so sorry. Okay, well now I'm going to make you do a challenge. I think it's Tammy is she's new to my channel. No, no challenge. Yeah, I did it. Have you ever watched Rachel at Pencil Stash? She had a challenge. I don't think she created the challenge, but she, you know, did it, and then you know, offered it up to people that wanted to do it, and it was a single color challenge, and you just randomly picked a color, and then you had to color the whole page in that color. And I was like, please don't give me yellow or orange, because that one's so hard. But she had the color purple, and I honestly randomly drew the color green. So I did a page in Ivy and the Inky Butterfly, all in green. So that was pretty cool. It's pretty hard to do, and I picked one with little elves, or I think they were elves, and or gnomes in the picture, and so they had a green tint to their faces. It was fun though. It was a challenge, definitely, to be creative and not just make it look, you know, just like a green mess. I'm going to clean up the page here first to have some stream marks. So where are you at in the world? I'm here in San Diego, California. Yeah, she's good. I like her. I haven't been notified that she's put out new stuff. I think my notifications are a mess. I'm going to go and redo all of mine for all my channels that I sub to, because I really think that I'm not getting them, because I do like to watch her weekly videos. I really like her. I started watching her. Oh, there's Tammy. Hi, Tammy. I confused Tracy with you, and I was talking, Northern Ontario. So are you in the Pacific time zone or not? I'm not sure where Ontario is. So terrible. But Tammy, I was talking about the challenge that you did. I said, oh no, it's Tammy, about the 6 pencils. So I have all my budget pencils separated out by color. So I'm going to go ahead and just stand in front of those 9 cups that I have and just close my eyes and maybe spin around a couple times so I don't know where I'm at, and pick some random pencils, and I'll do that challenge. Oh, okay, so you're in the Eastern time zone. See, yeah, you're the same as our East Coast here. I saw it. I watched it last night. I don't know if I'll do markers. I think I'm going to do pencils. Not very good with markers. Not yet. So I'm still working on this this one by, oh yeah. So it's all rainy and chilly here today. I mean, it's chilly for here. It's not chilly for most other people in the world, but us Californians get cold if it drops into the 60s. So it's in the 60s, so we're cold. Oh, okay. Oh, that's nice. I love the rain. I had the window open to get all those negative ions in, but when I have the window open, it's so loud from being in downtown, so I closed the window for the live. Oh, well, there's 7 people watching. Hello, how are you, my sweetie? Thank you for coming. You're so sweet. Oh, and Christine. Yay! Oh my gosh, snow. I'm kind of bouncing back and forth here. I'm not, I think that I'm missing leaves, and then I'll see one, and then I'll go, oh, okay, I got to do this one, and I hadn't finished another one. But that's okay. No one's grading me on this, right? I'm not getting, my teacher's going to write a note home to my parents. So I'm streaming on my an old Android phone that Shannon gave me to see if I could film with that and go on live with that one, as long as I'm on, you know, of course, on Wi-Fi. And I wanted to see how the quality is and the sound. Is it pretty much the same? It was a bit of a challenge getting I'm not too familiar with Androids. I've always had an iPhone, and so Streamlabs was different on phone. I couldn't figure out how to change it from private to public, or from unlisted, I mean, and it was giving me a hard time, but I finally got it. Oh yeah, I have. It gives me a kind of like a callus right here, and sometimes it's just really tender. I don't know if you can see where I'm pointing. There's quite a delay. But yeah, this part, it's very smooth, but it more like pinches my skin right there. So, oh, the sound is cackly, crackly. Huh. Well, my internet does suck. Well, hopefully, it won't last. Oh no. Well, maybe it's just me. It says it's in HD. Let me see what's here. Yeah, I can't read the... Yeah, it may not... See, it's showing I have full reception. What about when I was coloring? Maybe it's sporadic. How is it now? Hi, Mona. Yeah, I can see that it's not working so good on my end. That sucks. Hi, Kim. Well, that's a bummer. Do something natural, like color. Is this what I was using? Oh, I want to use something. Yeah, it's even with the coloring, it's not working. Well, I think I don't know if it's the new device or if it's just my internet today. I've been having issues with my internet, which bugs me because I have AT&T and I don't find them to be the cheapest, but I've been with AT&T for 20 years with my cell phone, and I just figured they were the most reliable, but they're not proving to be. I don't know if it's just my area. I'm not sure. Animation. Ah, no, what a bummer. I can try starting a new stream with my iPhone. Well, the reason I wanted to try the new device is, first off, because it would make it easier when I'm uploading videos. Yeah, yesterday I was using my iPhone and I was having trouble getting on, but the stream went great. But I wanted to show you guys my grandbaby. Sabrina got this amazing picture of her. I just love it. She's so darn cute. And I wanted to show everyone. And then I have, oh, Yeah, he wasn't ready for pictures and he had to be in the photographs. I thought that was so funny. And then here she is. Isn't she just so cute? She's 7 months. Oh, that was Valentine's Day. So I will, what do you guys think? Do you want me to stay on or do you want me to, um, it'll be about 5 minutes and I'll start a new stream. Oh, thank you guys. She is so precious. The boys are cute too, but you know, girls are just so much fun. Let me see if I can find a good one of, oh, look at this one of her. Okay, one more of baby girl and then I will show you, oh, I'll show you some of the boys. Isn't she so pretty? All right, that's Catalina is her name. And let me show you. He's a stinker, but this is Yum. His name is William, but I call him Yum. And he is 19 months. Or he's almost 19 months. Here's one more of him. And that's so sweet. He is really a cutie patootie. Yeah, the picture's clear, huh? That's good. Here's the two of them. They were on, I was on live with them on Snap or on FaceTime, and they were so cute. One more of, well, no, I don't think I have any more of, well, I mean, I have tons more pictures, but I don't need to keep showing you all of those. I want to show you, oh look, you have to see this. He was sitting on her. My daughter's like, what do I do with this child of mine? He's sitting on his sister, and do you see the look on his face? He thinks it's absolutely hysterical. And he's not trying to hurt her. He loves her so much, he just wants to play with her. All right, one more pic, if I can find, well, here's all three of them, and you can see Andrew. Andrew, of course, is at the age he doesn't want to have pictures taken. So here's my gorgeous grandson, Andrew. He's 8. And then there's, oh, I think I went the wrong way. There, that's all of them. And that's in order too. Boy, boy, girl. So now, do you want me to start a new stream? Yes. Oh, thank you. Oh yeah, I don't know. I am just so smitten with those three. It's unbelievable. I cannot believe how wonderful it is to be a grandma. And I loved being a mom. I mean, I didn't think anything could top that. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. I just love those kiddos. Thank you. Yeah, they got some pretty good looking parents, you know. Sabrina, my daughter, is half Mexican, half white. And then her husband is full-blooded Tongan, which is Polynesian. So the kids are a quarter Mexican, a quarter white, and half Tongan. And I just think that just, you know, mixed babies are just a beautiful blend. So, and then her husband, he's, you know, over 6 foot. And my daughter's just beautiful, so I could show you a picture of my daughter. So am I staying on stream? Let me see. I know I have a decent picture of her. I have one of her all made up, you know. And those are the best kind. Well, I mean, they're not the best kind, but it's the one she would appreciate the most. Well, here's my boys. Those are her brothers. Let me see if I'm getting it in here. The oldest is Jake. The tallest is the oldest, and that's Jake. And then the youngest is my, the smallest is my 22-year-old, and he's the youngest. Sabrina's in the middle. And the youngest is Raul. And then here is Sabrina. Well, I know I have a picture of her. Wouldn't that be so sad if I didn't have a picture of my daughter? Whoa. That was a loud noise against the window, and I'm 11 stories up. We're not supposed to have loud noises on the window. We had an earthquake the other day. It was off the coast of Mexico. My son and I felt it. We're like, yeah, we think we're having an earthquake. They're pretty common around here, so we don't usually freak out. I'm still trying to find, I have so many pictures on my phone that it's hard to find anything that I want because, you know, I am live, honey. I mean, I don't care if you talk, but.
I was just seeing if you figured it out, that's why.
Oh, yeah.
Got it all settled?
Yeah, I finally figured out how to, well, here, I don't want to show that one. I had fallen and I had scraped at my face, so I don't really want to show the picture of me, but that's my daughter. That's Sabrina. She's 24, and my oldest Jake is 28, and then the youngest Raul is 22. So here's one I'll show you of the two of us, me and my daughter. That's at Disneyland. So cute. I love my kids. I love being a mom. I love being a grandma. So, okay, enough with the family album. I could keep going and going. Oh, it's settled now. Yeah, I noticed that last bit with me and with the phone was a little better. So, twins. Oh, thank you guys. I don't know. I see more of her dad. But thank you. People didn't believe she was mine. I saw a Faithful Mess on her Instagram. She had put some pictures of her son when he was a newborn, you know, and he is a very fair, he's mixed, white and black, and he's very fair with red hair, and of course she's black, and people would think she was the nanny or that he was adopted, and I remember those feelings because people did not believe that Sabrina was mine. She looked very Hispanic when she was younger. She still does, but she does have pretty light skin, and her hair came out a real pretty, you know, brown with beautiful auburn highlights, you know, and gold highlights. Mona, here in San Diego, or where are you, Mona? I don't know where was an awesome place to be. San Diego is an awesome place. Let me see, where was Mona talking about? You guys, thank you so much. Oh. But yeah, my daughter and grandkids live in New Zealand, and I go out as often as I can to see them, and then my oldest son lives in Australia, and I he was just out here, but I was able to see him, not the last time I went to New Zealand, but the time before. And, you know, he's a single guy, no kids, so he doesn't really want his mom hanging out a lot. I mean, he doesn't tell me that, but he works a lot, so it's a lot different to go with my daughter, where she stays home with the kids and we just hang out. And so going to see my son for a short trip is fine, and he likes to come out here every couple years to, you know, see us and see his brother, and then he has lots of friends here still because this is where he grew up. He just moved to Australia 7 years ago. Can you close your door, honey? Raul? Rulies. I think he did. Sorry. He's back there. Oh my gosh. He's back there playing the game. So you guys are going to hear him hooting and hollering. Hi, Rochelle. Hold on. I'm going to go check to make sure he's got the door closed. You might hear choice words if I don't. So just in case, this is a live chat, coloring chat with adults, and if you're not 18 or over, you do have to leave. Oh, absolutely, Mona. I agree. It is a wonderful place to be. I'm so glad that you can make it here, Rochelle. Paying attention to what I was doing, and I think I could color this whole thing green. It's so pretty. So what's everyone doing? Oh, okay, Gary. That's good, brother. I'll let you slide since, you know, tomorrow's your birthday and all, and you're turning 18. I always tell people I'm older, because if you tell them you're younger, that's my guess. People will look at you and go, damn, you've had a hard life. But if you tell them you're older, they tell you you look good for your age. So I always tell people I'm 60. If I tell them I'm, you know, 25, they go, geez, lady, what happened to your life? I'm actually 53. I'm so glad that people can make it today. I know that some of us are missing live streams. Oh, well, you never seem like you're old, and I don't think 72 is old, so that's perfect. Yeah, I usually tell people my real age. I have no problems with age. It's really hard for me to believe that I'm 53. Not because of how I feel or I look or anything, but just because I cannot believe that that much time has passed, and how old I thought 53 was when I was, you know, 23, and how old I think 53 is now, and how young I think 23 is. It's, you know, it's all about perspective, isn't it? And our perspectives change so much. Oh, okay, Tracy. Hi, Jacqueline. Thanks for coming. Nice to see you. But I know I miss live streams a lot, and I figured there's probably others out there that are missing them as well. And so I thought, you know what? I will start. Do you guys like how teeny tiny my eraser is? This is probably my favorite size of eraser. I just love it. It's just so dinky. But it really works good. These are the absolute best erasers, by the way. At least that's what I've found. I have the battery operated, and I have kneaded erasers, and just regular, you know, white erasers. But these, I have a bigger one to show you what they look like. These ones, they're bigger than this to begin with, but this one's already been used. It's by Faber-Castell, and they're just called a pencil eraser. Now they also come in white, but the white ones are more for ink, and these ones are for pencil or colored pencil. And they don't leave a red mark like a lot of pink erasers do. And I just love, I think that they get right into the nooks and crannies. And I sharpen it with my M&R, and I use this big hole actually makes a stockier point. It will make it sharp, but it makes it stockier. And then the small hole makes a longer point. So I use it with the long point to make to do my regular pencil, or to do my pencils. But with the, here, I can put this one in here. With the erasers, I do this one because you don't want the eraser to be really long. It gets too floppy. So you do have to take off a little bit of the fray marks. If you put it in an electric pencil sharpener, it's funny because it comes out all exploded. But do you see how it's more of a stocky? There's a little edge that went on it. Oh, there it goes. There you go. So you can see, I hope you can see that there's a little, it's a stockier end. So it makes it perfect. It's nice and pointy, so it gets right in there, but it doesn't flop around like if it was longer. So I think they're great, and I think that they just clean up so nice, and they erase big areas, small areas. I like them. I get them on, I actually find them where I can get them in bulk. You use it for the biggest, for all pencils. Yeah, I really like the long point. That's my favorite. That's the one I prefer. I mean, look at this point. This is like a beautiful, beautiful point to a pencil. Do you see that point? That's gorgeous. You can see it. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you can see it good. my video is, or the, yeah, I knock on wood. Let me knock on. Don't have problems with pencil breakage. I've used an electric or a battery operated pencil sharpener. I'm just real careful to hold back on it so that it doesn't eat it. I use my deli that looks like a camera, but it's one of the ones that pulls out. The reason I like the deli so much is, I don't know if you'll be able to see, but the aperture that closes and grips onto the pencil is rubberized instead of one of those metal ones with the teeth that digs into your pencil. So I really like these Deli pencil sharpeners, and it's got a nice big tray here, and I think it's great. And I got that for only like $13 or $14. So I use a variety. I don't use the battery operated one as much, but this one is the one. Sorry if my arm's in the way. It's this one. It's called Imicus, and I use it. I use it more for the budget-friendly pencils, not because of only like if I'm sharpening a lot at a time, because it goes faster. And sometimes I'm just, if I'm just in a hurry or whatever, it's always right by me. I don't know if you guys, if I can't be heard, I'm just going to empty that out. The trash compartment is a little small, but it's not too bad. But I just wanted to pound on it a little bit. But I've had this one for several years, even before I really got into coloring, and I love it. Oh, okay, Kim. I can look right now. Oh, that's nice. Those are, X-Acto is a nice brand. Oh, Kim, that's beautiful. You're working on that with the Prismas? Can I show it? Wow, Kim, this is gorgeous. Can I show it? This is Kim's picture. Look at how beautiful those greens are. Green's my favorite color, so that looks absolutely wonderful, Kim. And is it with the Prisma? Oh, it's Castle Arts. Beautiful. I've never tried those. That's beautiful. I love it. Yeah, the colors are so vibrant. And I use the M&R if I use it when I travel, but I also use it if my pencil's already sharp. Like right now, I want them I want these to be real sharp, and so if it's already sharp but the end is rounded, then I'll use the M&R to sharpen it. So it really depends. Sometimes it just depends on what mood I'm in or whatever, but I really don't have a problem sharpening my pencils. I have just always been really lucky. I've had a couple that get the wood that comes up on the side, and people say it's from the core not being centered, but I notice that if I pick that off and resharpen it, it doesn't keep doing it. So I personally think that it's a skip in the pencil sharpener or something. I don't get that very often. And then I have had the Parma Violet in the Prismacolors. I had one that just was horrible. It just kept breaking and breaking, and the whole chunk of lead would come out, and I think I just got a bum pencil. But no, other than that, you can see things, I can sharpen them all the way down. I have a whole jar full of shortened pencils. Alright, let me look here. Oh, there's one right there. And that is this just love the rain. It's so nice and peaceful out. Oh no, have you tried putting it like on a heating pad or something to see if it will remelt? I've never tried it myself, but I recently heard about that you can, I think you can even stick them in the microwave. But I would check that out first. I'm not positive of that. But if you do that, it melts the core. And Prismas shouldn't take a lot to melt because they're wax and they're so soft already that you would think that they would be real easy to melt. Yeah, I know I stick candles in the microwave all the time when they've burnt improperly and they just get that big hole down the center. I hate that. I hate when you spend money on a candle and then it burns terribly like that. There's a brand of candles, I don't know if they're still the same. I haven't bought one in years and years, but Party Light candles, they were the best candles. They would burn all the way completely. Night, Gary. Thank you for stopping in, brother. Oh no! Did you have it laying flat? I would have left it flat until it cooled. Or did it, once it cooled, it didn't adhere to the sides or something? Yeah, Christine, don't put yours in the microwave if that's going to happen. What's nice about Prismas is singularly, they're only just over $1 a piece. So they're not horrible to replace, but you know, like Holbeins, because you can't get them in the US, they're a lot more difficult to replace, so those wouldn't be good to have problems with. And I heard that Jackson's Art Supply was selling Holbeins, but I went on there and they are not. They do not have any. Oh, Sue, hi, honey. Yeah, I think it's my connection. I'm streaming off a different device today. Okay, I'll speak up louder. I usually have never been told to speak up. I'm usually told I'm too loud. That's so funny. But I will. I'll speak up and I won't turn my face down. I won't talk unless I'm sitting upright. How are you today, Sue? Thanks for coming in. Right, Tracy. But I'm sure your minimum wage in Canada is more than our minimum wage here in the U.S. So really, it probably evens out. But I don't know. I know that the minimum wage in Australia and in and in New Zealand is, you know, almost, well, it's more than double what our federal minimum wage is. Our federal minimum wage is only is only $7.50. Oh no. Yeah, anybody with a compromised immune system needs to take precautions. You know, for the most part, it's a very benign, you know, it's just like a cold, but for those with, yeah, Sue, so you have to be careful, huh? Yeah, a young man I used to take care of at the school district. He's now 25, and he's type 1 diabetic, and his wife works at a doctor's office, and she was just exposed, so he's gonna have to stay away from his wife for a bit. And Sue, they're saying that because it's airborne, so it's being spread by droplets, so if somebody sneezes, you can breathe it in, but they say wear glasses because it's going into people's eyes. So if you wear glasses, that's another way of preventing it. But you don't want to touch your eyes and mouth and nose, and wash your hands. And if at all possible, just avoid, people. Try to stay at least 3 feet away. Oh, good. Well, that's good, Sue. Did you guys hear about Italy, that they've completely banned travel for the whole country? Which I think is very responsible of them. It's unfortunate, but it is very responsible to the rest of the world, because they have been hit so hard that they're preventing their people from leaving the country. And they've a mask would work for her mouth and nose. Right. Well, right. If it's an emergency, they can leave the country. But schools are closed. Yeah, but there no more leisure travel to leave the country, which is pretty incredible to control a whole. I mean, they don't have near as many people as we have here in the U.S., but oh, that's so sad. Oh, that's right, Sue, you do. Yeah, the best thing is, keep your hands washed. Don't touch your eyes and nose and mouth, because that's how it's entering. And, I'd have people, I know it's not on their feet as much, but as soon as people come in from outside, wash their hands, leave their shoes outside, maybe have a special place for jackets so that they're not just around touching other people's jackets, No, we can't. I saw that. Now, can we catch it from dogs? No, no problem. It doesn't live on clothes, but if someone just touched you and you walked in, I would just keep it safe, but it doesn't. Oh, thank you, Emma. I appreciate that for coming in. You're so sweet. I'm coloring in Joanna Basford, and I'm using a color palette that was kind of inspired by Julie at Julie's Passion for Coloring. Oh no! Well, 2 of my dogs never leave the house. They will go in the car, but they don't go through downtown. One of them is an escape artist. She gets out of a full harness, which is just incredible. and they use a pee-pee pad in the house, and they're tiny. They, you know, they're fine. They just like to sleep and cuddle. And then the big boy, you know, he doesn't come in contact with any other people or other pets, so he just goes on a walk and comes back in. It is Emma, right, Vin? Or, and you don't mind being called Emma, or should I not have said that? Well, the coronavirus has been around. If you look at bottles of Lysol or whatever, you'll see it says the coronavirus. You know, that the product kills the coronavirus, and those are products that were out before this. I don't want to call it a pandemic. Before this, oh, it's okay, sis. Thanks for coming. Before this all started, so it is an existing illness, and then oh, thank you, Patty. Thanks for coming. Oh, well, we'll call you Vin. And I love how Sammy says Vin. Bip. I just had heard someone call you Emma, and I just love the name. My niece's name is Emma, but I will call you Vin. Bip. But I saw a painting of a dog wearing a mask. It was you know, it's on Instagram, and one of the artists I follow. It was help perpetuated. Is that what you're saying? Oh, why would they? So it was purposely given to wildlife to like control the population. Why would they give them something that could be transmitted to humans? That makes no sense. Wow. Yeah, and you know, it's no wonder that people are very fearful. You know, those that have compromised health absolutely need to take extreme precautions, because you know it can prove to be very dangerous. But the all right, Ben Bip, take care, honey. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, it wasn't man-made. It was, I mean, the coronavirus has been around, but she did read an article that it was, this particular strain was man-helped. Sleep well, Vin Pip. We're going to have to find the story how that came about. Yeah, we know that could always be a but then you think, well, why such a, why, I mean, I understand it's highly contagious, but it really is only dangerous to a small portion of the population. So I don't know. And I see that, you know, people are rightfully nervous, but I do think that the media and false news or misinformation is leading to so many people being paranoid or overreacting, and you know, going to the extreme. Yeah, that's really sad, because that is a thing that I've heard. Some people, you know, to get rid of the old and the sick, and that's just horrible. But, and humans are. I mean, I'm more afraid of humans than I am of animals. That's for sure. they're so, you know, at least animals are more predictable, you know. You usually know where they stand. You know, a hungry lion is probably going to try to eat you. You know, it's not going to make any, you know, it's not going to befriend you and pull you under its paws and love you and then, you know, turn on you one day and attack you. It's going to be a lion. And, oh, hello, Robin. Welcome. Thanks for coming in. Yeah. And I think that, you know, if you have a news channel that you can trust and try to avoid all of the, you know, Facebook posts or the, you know, if you have a reputable news channel that gives you the right information, that's wonderful. And I'm pretty picky about where I listen to things too. Gotcha. Yeah. You know, there's so much shady doings with humans that it doesn't surprise me. Like I said, they are so much less predictable. Yeah, I don't know that much. I'd have to check into it. I know, like, you know, like the AIDS virus, that as soon as it hits air, or the, I'm sorry, the HIV, that it dies as soon as it hits oxygen. But like Hep B, that can live on an inanimate object for a week. So I haven't heard specifically about this, but yeah. Christine. Well, I definitely, I'm not listening to very many in politics, that's for sure. Because I think they are the most unreliable. Everything has a spin on it, and everybody has an agenda, and you know, it's an election year. You know, I love this color. It's oh, thank you, Rochelle. Um, this color is deep cobalt green, and I know that I've tried it before as a foliage color, and I was never happy with it. But Julie sure found colors that it blends with so beautifully, or not blends, because I think polys have a hard time blending, but you know what I mean. They all match with each other really well. So that's definitely where I need. It's not that I probably couldn't find things that match really well if I took some time to do it, but that's my problem, is I don't want to take the time, and so then I just start grabbing, and I really need to be better about, because it doesn't just come naturally that I, have, ideas about color. So I really need to take my time and look at color palettes and decide which colors go together. How do you decide, Christine? Do you just go on the fly, or do you, because you really, I think you really find good color palettes. All of your pages seem to be real cohesive that way. I do, Tracy. I just, oh, are you leaving, Donna? Well, I know about color balance, like in home decorating. You pick 3 colors and you use it. But I mean how the colors, go together. And I guess I mean I found when I did the 80 color challenge or 80 marker challenge that all colors do match, but I don't know that if you're only choosing 3 colors, if all 3 would match. So so I agree with the color balancing, but do you do more as far as picking the 3 colors? Oh, okay. So like green, blue, and pink, and you would pick. And would you choose, how many colors would you choose within that family? Donna, I hope you weren't offended. I don't think anybody, I think it was all in fun, and I'm sorry. Please stay. I love your contribution. Three of each of the 3, so basically at least 9 pencils or 9 tools. What was I coloring at? I think it was here. One thing I noticed when watching Julie is that she doesn't always, like in leaves, I would always feel an obligation to use more than one color in each item. And I noticed that that she doesn't always do that. She just uses one and based on the pressure, like you said, the pressure that she's using alters the, you know, the shade of the color. And so I do like it that I'm not combining two colors always. In fact, I've only added another color in on these two. I added the color of the is that a stamen? I can't ever remember. I took horticulture and I can't remember the names. Did Donna leave? So tonight we're going to have the chicken parmesan. We ended up not having it last night. Neither one of us were really that hungry, so we just popped in a frozen pizza we get from Costco. It's got cauliflower crust. Oh, and they are so good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the chicken parmesan. It's from HelloFresh, and we're on a trial period with them and seeing how they come out. So I'm excited. Does anyone else use these? This one's so tiny you can't even tell what it is, but these erasers, I just love them. I heard Dee Dee say, oh no red erasers in my house, and I've always wanted to mail her one because I don't know if she's ever seen them, and they're so wonderful. And I just think they're so much more handy than, you know, other than sharpening, I don't have to replace anything that, you know, like kneaded erasers. I don't know if I don't know how to use them right or what, but I just can't ever get them to erase what I need them to erase. But, you know, like oh, I'm buffering. Rulies, are you disconnected from the internet? Okay, guys, I'm here. Can you hear me? Oh, okay. Is it a bad connection? Oh, I never left? I was frozen. That's funny because I actually had to, my internet went down and I had to start it back up. Okay, good. Am I still all, choppy? No, it looks like I'm better, huh? All right, well, here we go. I think Christine left, yeah? That's funny. Well, at least I'm here. So Christine left. That's okay. Well. Yeah, it completely showed it was off. That's so weird. So it was lying to me. Well, at least I wasn't swearing. That's funny. Yeah, I actually got a notice that said disconnected, and I went on there and I had to reconnect. That's so funny. Well, I'm here, yay! All right, I was fixing up this one here. I'm not happy how this one turned out, but this is the one I was talking about. I love the color, but it just doesn't look right to me. Yeah, that was too funny. Oh, well, at least it looks like I'm not animated anymore. Did you get disconnected from the internet, honey?
No.
Huh. I got a notice that I was disconnected from the internet, and then, but they said they heard me yell to you to say, "Are you disconnected?" That's weird. But now I'm connected with them. And they heard me yell to that to you. Oh, thank you, Mona. Yeah, I got these this color palette idea from Julie at Julie's Passion for Coloring, and I just love this combination. In fact, I could do the whole darn thing in green. Green's my favorite color, first off, and they just look so pretty together. I have a couple I want to fix a little bit, and then I'll move on to the other colors. These are the colors of the flowers that she had picked out. So I'm gonna start with those, and then I haven't watched the second part of her video. I think she does the birds all in gray, more like a silhouette. Well, thank you so much. Yeah, I really like these colors together. They're so pretty. And I've just noticed my coloring seems a little bit dull compared to other people's pictures. Look so vibrant in color, and I just think mine look real muted. And I think I don't press hard. I don't keep adding more color. I don't do a whole bunch of layers. and that's with polys and even with, well, Prismacolors I tend to be a little bit darker, but polys I'm still learning a little bit, and so I really want to, and she had done such a beautiful job on this this page in Magical Jungle. I was like, well, I think I'm going to take her cues. And what I have to do is use the colors, but try, you know, don't watch the video to see how she colors, because I don't need to color like her. I just need the color ideas. But I don't want to change my style of coloring. I'm happy with, you know, how far I've come and what, you know, what I've been able to do, and I like that. But I do believe I need, you know, just a little bit more help with color selection and, you know, kind of layering and things like that. So. So you guys, are you guys able to color while you're on chats, live chats, or do you mostly just watch the chat, or do you just look up occasionally? I find that I can never color while I'm watching a chat. I can color while I'm watching coloring chats, because I can look up as I need, and I can still hear, you know, like if I'm listening to Anne, I can still hear her, you know, her tell her stories and stuff, but I don't necessarily have to keep looking up if I'm coloring. But when I'm watching a chat, I mean, when I'm watching a live, yeah, and I think I'll continue to have to keep learning, I hope. And I'm always trying new things, so I'm going to have to, which one was that? I'm going to have to, you know, learn, I think. Oh, I have a feeling my phone might be dying. No, I'm using the Polychromos. And this was, oh, that is the wrong color. I think I must have used, oh, no, it's not hooker. It must be juniper. I got this from Lily's Passion for Coloring. She is so wonderful. Her pictures are just stunning. I think I could keep tweaking on